Hello, guys. Welcome to the 10 Minutes Bible Study, where we learn about the Bible, Bible characters, Bible stories in a fun, interactive way. My name is Gift, and I do many things, but today is not about me. It's about a guy named Gideon. So today is about Gideon, and for reference purposes, this story can be found in the book of Judges, chapter 6 to 8. So since the children of Israel left Egypt, it's been one issue or the other, and once again, they had offended God by serving strange gods. And then because of this, their attitude and this, their habit, God delivered them to the hands of the Midianites for about 7 years. And after 7 years, they got tired, they got frustrated because the Midianites were obviously a larger people. Had a more sophisticated military, like we call it now. So they oppressed them, they oppressed their agricultural sector, they couldn't farm, they took over their farms, their crops, they took over their animals, their cattle, everything. They were living in their own land, though. They were living in strife and pain and all of those things. So it got to a point where they were frustrated once again, because if you read the book of Judges and consequently the early part of the Old Testament, you will see that it's a recurring theme of the children of Israel falling astray and God delivering them. And that just shows God's love for us, and even the entire purpose of Jesus Christ coming to die for us. It's all about man falling and God constantly reconciling man to himself. So that's aside, back to the story. So they had, gone to serve strange gods again, and God had delivered them to the Midianites, and they prayed to God after 7 years, and God heard them. So God heard them, and God sent a prophet to them, and the prophet told them that, you promised God that you will not serve strange gods. You have gone on to serve strange gods, and it gave them a warning. So they were sorry and they prayed. So God decided to send them a deliverer at this point. God appeared to a man named Gideon. Gideon's father is Joash, and they are from the tribe of Manasseh. So one day when Gideon was going around his business, hiding, stocking away things, hiding from the Midianites, an angel appeared to him. And the angel appeared to him and called him, mighty man of valor, mighty warrior, you are going to save the Israelites. And it was, at first, he's filled with so much doubt. He's wondering, okay, if you're going to send me to deliver the Israelites, why did you allow us fall into the hand of the Midianites in the first place? What about all the miracles we've heard? We heard of this God that parted the Red Sea, that brought us out of Egypt. Why has he allowed this type of thing to happen to us? And, the angel of the Lord spoke to him and said, I'm sending you to go and deliver them. And then he said, okay, give me a sign that you are really from the Lord. If you are really from the Lord, wait here while I go and prepare a sacrifice. Now, you might be wondering, what kind of sign is that? Wait, let me go prepare a sacrifice. It's really about how they were used to serving strange gods. Obviously, when you worship idols, you don't go empty-handed. You go with burnt offerings, you go with one fruit, you go with one calabash, you go with one white fowl, etc. So yes, he asked the angel of the Lord to wait for him while he goes to get, a sacrificial food. And the angel waited. He went to prepare the food and came back. When he came back, the angel told him to put it on a certain rock. When he kept it on the rock, the angel used his rod to touch it, and the food was consumed with fire. And then Gideon was scared. He was like nervous. I've seen an angel in my eyes. Oh my God, I'm going to die. I know he's a very dramatic person. You figure it out from the rest of the story, but he's a very dramatic and timid person. So yes, he went around, he was nervous, and God told him, bro, chill. You're not going to die. Relax. Relax. I'm your peace. Do like this. Do like this. That's what God told Gideon. So he calmed down, and he even named that place Jehovah Shalom. Lord is my peace. So yes, that was how Gideon, met the angel, got the sign, and got his assignment to be the deliverer, the children of Israel from the Midianites. So, after that, Gideon went, to his father's house. Remember when the angel appeared to him, he already complained that I am the least in my family. My family is the least in our village. And he said that of my family, Gongo, I'm the least, pata. So how can it be me? But you know that God doesn't use the qualified. He qualifies through the courage. So yes, he chose Gideon regardless of how he perceived himself. And, it's not just about how you see yourself. Most times it's about how God sees us. I remember when I was in uni, I listened to a message by Adru Womack, that compared self-esteem to God-esteem. And throughout the series, he was just talking about how self-esteem is you believing in yourself, by yourself, by your own power. And then God-esteem, which you can see play out here, is you believing what God has said you are. So yes, even though Gideon was feeling timid, that the smallest in his family and all of that, God has seen him, as God has bestowed in him what it took to take the Israelites out of Egypt. God has bestowed in him what it takes to be a mighty man, like the angel called him. So yes, Gideon slept, and when he slept that night, God told him to go and destroy the altar of Baal in his father's house. He destroyed the altar of Baal with some guys in the night because he's timid, low self-esteem and cool. And then, after he destroyed it, later in the morning, people came up and they were wondering what happened to the altar of Baal. And they figured out it was Gideon. So they marched to his father's house to intimidate them again because they are the lowest of the lowest, the poorest of the poor. So yes, they went to meet them. And when they got there, the father said, "Hey, what are you going to do? Hey, it's Gideon. Hey, what are you going to do?" So yes, Gideon, they called Gideon. Gideon now said, "Why are you fighting for Baal? Maybe Baal is your God. Let Baal come and defend his altar that was scattered. Let Baal come and talk for himself." So they now gave Gideon a nickname. Here's the nickname: Jerubbaal, meaning Baal, defend yourself. So that was the beginning of Gideon's rise to, what I say, fame in his community. That whole incident of him destroying the altar of Baal gave him some boost, some confidence. People started respecting and fearing him small. After that, gave him the nickname Jerubbaal. So when the time came, the Lord appeared to Gideon and told him that it was time to take over the Midianites. So Gideon, again, being the shy, timid person that he was, asked God for a sign. He first of all said, "God, if you are the one sending me and you will go with me there and I will win the battle and all the I wills, let me bring this handkerchief. Let me keep this handkerchief outside. When I come back tomorrow, let there be dew everywhere and let the handkerchief be dry." God said, "Oh," he woke up in the morning. It was like that. It was not enough for him. He said, "Okay, this time around, let's do the reverse. Let the handkerchief be wet and let everywhere be dry. Then I will know that we are taking it there." God said, it was so. So after that, he now put out a call, gathered all the soldiers he could gather, running into thousands of soldiers, and they went to the mountain to take the Midianite. So as they were going, because God is God that will show his strength in his own self, he would always take the glory. He wouldn't let any man take the glory. When they got there, God spoke to Gideon and said, "The men with you are too much. If I allow you to win the Midianites like this, you people will think it's by your power that you won. Reduce the men. First of all, ask them if there's anybody scared. And the ones that are scared should go home." So Gideon asked, "Is anyone scared here?" Some people will put their hands up for any reason. Are you scared? Are you missing your mommy? Are you missing your daddy? Were you engaged? Are you scared you will not come back to your fiancé? Whatever your reason is, if you haven't double mind, go home. So some people came out and they went, like more than half. I can't remember the exact figure, but I probably put it in text. So a lot of thousands, they went for. God spoke to Gideon and said, "You guys are still too much. You guys are still too much." From this first half of the story, we can see how God is patient, which is what I really learned from Gideon's story. God never got tired of reassuring Gideon that I am with you, even though he asked for so many, many signs and still asked for more signs, as we will see in part 2. God was always there to hold his hand as a father and guide him and say, "Don't worry, I'm with you. If you're scared, I'm with you. If you need me to show you a sign that I'm with you, I will keep showing you signs that I'm with you until I have your heart." So yes, that's all for today. Join us next week as we talk about part 2. We'll see how Gideon and his 300 men went into battle with the Midianites. Will they succeed? Will they win? We'll find out how. Bye.